Hello and welcome back to STEAM It with Steve. Today we're going to do the third and final Year 8 math exam, where we're going to practice all the skills that we need to know for algebra and Pythagoras. So let's jump on in. So the questions that I've put together, quick little exam. So it's this 5-page exam here, some Pythagoras, a few more problem-solving style questions. Then we're going to jump into algebra, and then also some algebra problem-solving questions at the end. So let's dive on in. So down here, if I can get into camera mode, we'll click there and off we go. So this is practice exam number 3. So the first question, we've got a triangle. We're trying to find the hypotenuse. So for question 1, we go h squared equals a squared plus b squared, and then we fill in the blanks. So x squared equals 6 squared plus 3 squared, 36 plus 9, which equals 45. So x equals the square root of 45, and we want to do that to 2 decimal places. So we'll go here, square root 45 equals, and we get 6.71. 7.1, and it was measured in centimeters, so we need to make sure we put that down as well. The next one then, we go h squared equals a squared plus b squared. We then are trying to find x, so x squared equals 7 squared plus 4 squared, which equals 49 plus 16, which equals 65. So x equals the square root of 65, which then, let's go to the calculator. So square root of 65, and we get 8.06 centimeters. Number 3, same process again. H squared equals a squared plus b squared. So x squared equals 14 squared plus 22 squared. We'll go 14 squared plus 22 squared. Light on. That work? There we go. Perfect. 22 squared. So we get 620. 680. So x equals the square root of 680. And we get 26.08 centimeters. Question 4, now we're trying to find the other side. So a squared equals h squared minus b squared. So we're trying to find a shorter side. So we've got x squared is equal to 4.2 squared minus 3.7 squared. You can type that straight away in the calculator. So 4.2 squared minus 3.7 squared equals 3.95. Then x equals the square root of 3.95. So square root 3.95. And we get 1.99 centimeters. Question 5, again, same thing. A squared equals h squared minus b squared. So we're going to go x squared equals 6.9 squared minus the 5.3 squared. So 6.9 squared minus 5.3 squared. We get 19.53. So then x equals the square root of 19.53. So we square root that answer, and we get 4.42 centimeters. Moving on to the next one, so we're up to question 6. We're going again, a squared equals h squared minus b squared. So we're going x squared equals 8.6 squared minus 2.7 squared. $66.67. So x equals the square root of 66.67. 8.17 centimeters. Cool. Question 7. So we have a cube. And we're trying to find the distance from the back left-hand corner to the front right-hand corner. So we need to find the distance across the ground first, and then find that. So if I call that A, B, C, D, and then the back E, F, G, H. If we're looking on the top down, we're going to go A, B, and then E. And we know this is 4, this is 4, and this is X. And then if we take a cross section across, we know the height's 4 from G to E. And then we want to find B. So this distance across here is X, and then this distance there is Y. So first step, H squared equals A squared plus B squared. So X squared equals 4 squared plus 4 squared, which equals 32. So X equals the square root of 32, right? Then Y squared equals 4 squared plus square root of 32 all squared, which equals 16 plus 32, which equals 48. So this then equals the square root of 48. So then Y approximately equals 6.93 centimeters. Number 8. Lauren wants to decide to go for a jog. Lauren takes the direct route while Tim stays on the footpath. Calculate how much shorter is her route. So we've got Lauren going across here, and Tim doing 3.7 and then 1.3. So Tim equals 3.7 plus 1.3, which then equals 5 kilometers. And then Lauren's distance equals 3.7 squared plus 1.3 squared. 7 squared plus 1.3 squared. Sorry, Lauren's squared equals 15.38. So Lauren's distance equals the square root of 15.38, which equals 3.9217. So then the difference is equal to Tim's minus the Lauren's. So that equals 5 minus the 3.9217. So we're going to go 5 minus the answer. So the difference equals 1.08 kilometers. Therefore, Lauren saves 1.0 kilometers distance when running. Done. And I'll highlight that as well, because that was a bit more of a problem-solving style question. K9, this is a really good example of a good problem-solving style question. Below the diagram, window is made up of clear round glass with 3 separate panels. So stained glass, which is those boxes inside, calculate the side length of the squares, colored squares. So you've got a box like this, and then you're going the diagonal. So if this is the halfway point, then you have a triangle with 5 and 5, and we want to find that. So first step for A, we go h squared equals a squared plus b squared. So we go 5 squared plus 5 squared. which equals 50. So the x squared equals the square root of 50. And then if we want to find out what that approximately equals, just type that in the calculator. Square root of 50 equals approximately 7.07 meters. What fraction of the entire window is taken up by the colored glass? Show all working. So we know the distance of the box. So if we're trying to find the percentage, that is equal to the shaded area divided by the total. So the total area is equal to 10 times 30, which gives 300 meters squared. And then the shaded is equal to 3 lots of square root of 50 all squared. And this is why I love keeping an exact value, because now you'll see that's the same as 3 times 50, which then gives 150. So the percentage is equal to 150 divided by 300, which then just equals 50%. So therefore, 50% are shaded. Of the entire window. Cool. 10a. Write an expression for the following: a square a number, and then subtract the result from 10. So 10a is we square a number and then subtract the result from 10. So this is just equal to 10x squared. Next, begin with R pencils, double that, subtract 5, and then divide the result by 2. So we're going to have 2r, we're then going to subtract 5, and then we divide that whole result by 2. 11. So we've got 4p minus 7p, so that just equals negative 7p. Sorry, that's A. Then B. We have 2m times 3m. That equals 6m. C. We have 6t squared minus 6g minus 5t squared plus 2g. So that gives us t squared minus 4y. Then D minus 4a times 3 minus 2a minus 6. So we'll do the first bit at the start. So we've got minus 12a minus 2a minus 6, which then equals negative 14a minus 6. So now we go 12a. So we've got minus 3b times minus 2ab times minus 6a squared b cubed. So we've got 3 negative and negative and negative, so that becomes a negative overall. 3 times 2 times 6, so that's 36. Then how many a's? So we've got an a and an a2, so that becomes a3. And then b, 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 so that's b to the power of 5. B. So we've got minus 36 y squared over 4y, so that cancels out. And we're left with 9. So then that just equals 9y. So we're up to 12. And then this one's C. So we've got negative 4 times xy squared all squared. So if you want, that's the same as xy squared times negative 4 xy squared. So a negative and a negative, that makes it a positive. 4 times 4 is 16. X to the power of 2, y to the power of 4. D. So you have negative 3 y to the power of 4, all raised to the power of 3, divided by 9y squared. So a negative times a negative times a negative becomes a negative on the top. 3 times 3 is 9. 9 times 3 is 27. And then y to the power of 4 times y to the power of 4 times y to the power of 4 becomes y to the power of 12. And that's all over 9y squared. So that cancels out. We're left with a 3. And that cancels out. You're left with a 10. So that becomes negative 3 y to the power of 10. E. So I have 2 lots of d squared all to the power of 4 times minus 3 d to the power of 3 all raised to the power of 0, all divided by 24 d to the power of 3. So if we expand the first one, we get 2d to the power of 8 times negative 3 times 1, because anything in power of 0 just becomes 1. And that's all divided by 24 d to the power of 3. So now that gives you negative 6 on the top, d to the power of 8 divided by 24 d to the power of 3. That cancels out, brings it down to a 5. That cancels out and leaves you a 4 on the bottom. So then that equals negative d to the power of 5 over 4. 13. Here we go. So we got 13, and we're going to do A. So we're going to substitute when C is equal to 3 for all of these, and D is equal to negative 1. So the first one is we go 3 lots of 3 minus 2 lots of 1. So that equals 9 minus 2, which then equals just 7. B, we got 5 lots of 3 times negative 1 minus 3 to the power of 0. So 5 times 3 is 15 minus 15. So equals negative 15. And then anything to the power of 0 equals 1. So then this becomes negative 16. Then C, we're going to go 4 lots of 3 squared divided by negative 1 to the power of 4. So that's the same as 4 times 3 times 3 over negative 1 times negative 1 times negative 1 times negative 1. So that becomes 9 times 4, which is 36, divided by 1, which then just equals 36. So now we've got 14. A, so we've got 2 bracket x plus 3, which then becomes 2x plus 6. Then we've got B, so we've got 3 lots of 2y plus 3 minus 2 lots of y minus 2. So that gives us 6y plus 9 minus 2y plus 4. So then gives us 4y plus 13. So now we'll go to C. We've got 3a times a squared plus 4 minus 2a. So that's the same as 3 lots of a cubed plus 12 lots of a minus 2a, which then gives us 3a squared plus 10a. Cool. So 15, we've got 2 lines. So we've got a long line that's write the expression best represents the length of the solid black line. Choose the appropriate answer and correct letter in the booklet. So you've got 4b is the full line. The little line is 2, and then they're trying to work out how this length. So if we wanted to find this length here, you would just do the 4b plus 3 minus 2. So the length is equal to 4b minus 3 minus 2. So that equals 4b minus 5. Oh, sorry, it's plus 3, plus 3. 4b minus 1. Cool. So you've got 4b minus 1. So the next one's 16. Here we go. So we've got 16a, run expression. So we've got the brick, we've got 3x and x plus 4. And then we've got another brick that's got 2x and then 2x. Run expression for I. So I, A, the area is equal to 3x bracket x plus 4, which then is equal to 3x squared plus 12x. And then for II, area is equal to 2x times 2x, which equals 4x squared. Write an expression in expanded form, already done that. So that's B. And then C, find the sum of the two areas added together. So area total equals area 1 plus area 2. So then we can fill in the blanks. So we've got 3x squared plus 12x plus the 4x squared, which then gives us 7x squared plus 12x. Cool. So that's pretty much it done. So if you did, if you followed along, that's hopefully a little bit harder than the ones that you've done before. These questions are a little bit trickier, but hopefully you've been following the skills and just been able to apply them. If you do have any questions, please pop them in the comments down below, and don't forget to like and subscribe to help with this YouTube algorithm. Thanks again for watching. See you next time on Steam It with Steve.